Hey, science explorers! Welcome back to Funimation 3D, the coolest place where we discover all the amazing things in space and beyond. I'm your host, and today we're going to uncover the mysteries of one of the most fascinating visitors from space, comets. Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered what makes those bright streaks of light? Well, you're about to find out. Let's get ready to blast off and learn all about comets. Comets are like magical travelers from the farthest parts of our solar system. They zoom across the sky and can leave a sparkling trail behind them. But where do they come from? How are they born? And why do they look so dramatic when they sweep past the sun? Stick with me, and we'll break it down step by step. First, what is a comet? Imagine a snowball, except it's mixed with dust, tiny rocks, and frozen gases. Scientists sometimes call comets dirty snowballs because they're made of ice plus lots of space crumbs. The solid center of a comet is called the nucleus. It can be as small as a house or as big as a mountain, but compared with planets, it's tiny. Most of the time, far from the sun, a comet looks like a dark, lumpy chunk quietly floating through space. But everything changes when a comet travels inward. The sun is like a giant heater in the middle of the solar system. As a comet gets closer, sunlight warms its surface. In space, some ice doesn't melt into water the way it does on Earth. Instead, it can turn straight into gas. That special ice-to-gas change is called sublimation. When the ice becomes gas, it rushes off the comet and can drag dust with it, like a tiny jet engine made of steam and grit. This escaping gas and dust forms a glowing, fuzzy cloud around the nucleus called the coma. Think of the coma as the comet's bright halo. And then comes the most famous part, the tail. A comet's tail can stretch millions of miles, making the comet look enormous in the sky, even if its nucleus is small. Now, where are comets born? Comets are leftovers from the early days of the solar system, about 4.6 billion years ago, when the sun and planets were forming. Not everything became a planet. Lots of icy bits and dusty pieces were left behind. Many of those pieces were pushed outward by the gravity of the giant planets, especially Jupiter and Saturn, and they ended up in very cold regions far from the sun. There are two main comet home zones. The first is the Kuiper Belt, a wide ring of icy objects beyond Neptune, in the outer solar system. The second is the Oort Cloud, which is much farther away, like a giant, distant shell surrounding the solar system. In these frozen neighborhoods, comets can stay untouched for billions of years, like time capsules waiting to be opened. So, how does a comet leave home and come visit us? Usually, a comet gets nudged by gravity. Maybe another icy object passes nearby. Maybe the pull of a giant planet changes its path. Or maybe a distant star tugs on the Oort cloud. That small gravitational push can send a comet on a long trip toward the inner solar system, where the sun's heat can wake it up. Let's follow the journey. Far away, the comet is quiet and frozen. As it moves closer, sunlight grows stronger. The comet starts releasing gas and dust. The coma forms, and the tails appear. And here's a surprising fact. The tail does not simply trail behind the comet like a cape. The tail points away from the sun no matter which direction the comet is moving, because the sun blows an invisible wind through space called the solar wind. The solar wind pushes comet material away from the sun. Comets can even have more than one tail. The dust tail is made of heavier dust grains that reflect sunlight, so it often looks bright and a little curved. The ion tail is made of gas that becomes electrically charged or ionized by the sun's radiation. The solar wind grabs those charged particles and pulls them into a straighter tail, sometimes with a bluish glow. Two tails, two different materials, one powerful sun pushing it all around. Quick comet bonus. Comets are different from asteroids. Asteroids are mostly rock and metal, and they usually don't grow big glowing comas and tails. Comets are icier, so they activate when warmed. Also, not all comets take the same route. Some are short-period comets that loop back more often, like a scheduled visitor. Others are long-period comets from the Oort cloud that might return only after thousands of years. You may have heard of famous comets. Halley's comet is the superstar. It returns about every 76 years, which means many people only get one chance in their lifetime to see it. Another comet that excited skywatchers recently was Comet NEOWISE, which became bright enough in 2020 that many people could spot it and take photos. Here's another cool twist. Comets can leave crumbs behind. As a comet travels, it sheds dust along its orbit. If Earth later passes through that dusty trail, the tiny bits burn up in our atmosphere and create a meteor shower, those shooting stars you can wish on. So sometimes, even if you don't see the comet itself, you might still enjoy its sparkly leftovers lighting up the night. But comets aren't just pretty. Scientists study comets because they hold ancient clues. Since many comets formed early and stayed frozen far away, they preserve materials from the solar system's baby pictures. By studying a comet's dust and gases, scientists can learn what ingredients were around when planets were forming. How do scientists study comets? They use telescopes to watch comets from Earth and from space. They analyze the light coming from a comet to learn what it's made of, kind of like reading a barcode made of colors. And sometimes scientists send spacecraft to visit comets up close. One famous mission was Rosetta. In 2014, Rosetta reached a comet called 67P and released a lander. Imagine a robot trying to touch down on a spinning, bumpy ice rock flying through space. That's next-level exploration. Now, can comets be dangerous? It's okay to wonder that. Comets are big and fast, but they usually stay far away, and space is enormous. Still, in the very long history of Earth, impacts have happened. The good news is that scientists track objects in the sky and calculate their paths. If something ever looked risky, spotting it early would give people time to plan and protect our planet. Mini challenge. Next time you see a meteor shower, remember you're watching comet dust and tell a friend the secret at night. So let's recap. A comet is a small icy body, like a dirty snowball, that orbits the sun. When it gets close, heat causes sublimation, forming a glowing coma and long tails. Many comets are born in the Kuiper Belt and the Oort Cloud, far beyond Pluto, where it's cold and dark. The tail points away from the sun because solar wind pushes gas and dust outward, and comets can have a dust tail and an ion tail. Next time you hear about a comet, you'll know it's not just a streak in the sky, it's an ancient traveler carrying secrets from the beginning of our solar system. Isn't space amazing? Thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed learning about comets, make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Funimation 3D for more awesome space adventures. We have so much more to explore together, so keep looking up and stay curious.